Your friend is going through a hard time. She's being accused of cheating with another guy. The rumor spread through her classmates and then to the whole school. The matter escalated without anyone even questioning if it was true. You, as a friend, know what the truth is. She never cheated. However, her decision is to just stay low and let it be. How would you react? A. Convince your friend to defend herself. B. Respect your friend's decision to just let it be. Or C. Stand up and defend your friend to everyone. If you chose option B, then you've chosen the most optimal answer. So, let's talk about emotions. When we define emotion, it's a mental and physiological feeling state that directs our attention and guides our behavior. The most fundamental of emotions, or as we call them, basic emotions, are those of anger, disgust, fear, happiness, sadness, and surprise. These emotions have evolved within us through the history of mankind, and it's pretty much the same way across cultures. However, emotions are not just about internally experiencing them. It also involves the way we learn emotions by observing other people. Thus, the most important communicator of emotion is the face. And by using our facial muscles, we can also trigger certain emotions. In a study by Fritz Strack and his colleagues in 1988, they asked their participants to hold a pen in their teeth and were asked to rate the funniness of a cartoon. One group was asked to mimic a smile, and the other a frown. The results showed that the cartoon was rated as more amusing when the pen was held in a smiling position. Therefore, the subjective experience of emotion was intensified by the action of facial muscles. Emotions can also be directly correlated with our behavior, and one of the most powerful of these emotions is stress. I know. Shocking, right? When we get stressed, we're basically going through a psychological response that occurs when we fail to respond appropriately to emotional or physical threats. Emotional quotient is an essential asset that we humans should all have, since it's part of our everyday lives. From our social skills, self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and overall decision-making, our emotional intelligence handles situations that may happen mostly at work, in school, or at home. For example, we feel that plan A is better than plan B, and we sometimes make our choices based on our emotions or gut feelings. When we understand the origin and source of these emotions, especially when working in a team, we are more attuned to each other. Now for students, emotional intelligence is crucial since various developments happen when people are still in school learning. Students use their coping skills and leadership skills in order to assess a problem. Thus, most students with better EQ tend to be student leaders and the like. Lastly, EQ is also essential with our own family, since this is where we should feel mostly like our true selves. However, for some, it's actually quite difficult to open up to our own families. We need emotional intelligence in order to build deeper relationships and engage more further with each other. For example, if a person is coming out to their parents, they usually take up the time with what they plan to say, like preparing themselves on how to react to their parents' reactions. This is the kind of situation where EQ is mostly used. It can help with what a person needs mentally in order to stay okay or calm. But you may be asking, what if I don't know how to handle these situations? Will my emotional intelligence ever improve? Well, then let Miss Tess further enlighten you.
Actually, hindi na nga natin dinefine yung EQ, di ba? Kasi alam naman natin na parang EQ is the capacity to parang learn, parang understand, express our emotions, and also yung understanding din natin about the emotions of others. It is true talaga, it's possible that that emotional intelligence can increase over time, lalo na comes with age. Yan. Tsaka sinasabi kasi na EQ is firm but not rigid. Meaning to say, it can change over a period of time. At mas nag-i-improve siya over the years as we mature, as we, experience a lot. Yan. So, it's definitely possible. Siguro hindi nabibigyan ng emphasis. Lalo na kasi there are people that are naturally born with high EQ given the environment, the enriching environment, and also yung genetics. Kasi just like IQ, ganun din naman siya. Siguro worsen kapag hindi natin nabigyan ng emphasis. Especially number one is napaka-important kasi is we know ourselves. We discover, we believe in ourselves. Kapag doon pa lang number one na negative na, so paano ka pa makaka-go forward? Kasi diba 5 yung domains ng EQ. So number one doon is self-awareness. Kung self-awareness pa lang ay hindi mo nabibigyan ng emphasis, what more sa self-regulation, controlling oneself, controlling your emotion na if you feel sad, you just cry, even in public. Siyempre kailangan, yun nga yung self-regulation By knowing oneself, you know when and where to express your emotion properly. Another domain is motivation, empathy, diba? Tapos social skills. So, number one talaga is self-awareness. So, kailangan dun pa lang we know ourselves, we accept ourselves. Maworsen lang siya kapag dun pa lang sa area na yon hindi natin, lalo na kung hindi natin maintindihan lalo yung ibang tao. So, dapat maintindihan muna natin yung sarili natin. Sabi nga, you cannot give what you don't have. So, kailangan buo ka muna for you to be able to know other people as well.
You probably know by now that the importance of emotional intelligence varies in different kinds of environmental situations, like those mentioned earlier. Emotionally intelligent people know what to say during conversations, and they know when, why, and how, or how not, to engage with others. This is the main reason as to why emotional intelligence is just as important as our intelligence quotient or IQ. So let me ask another question. Are you emotionally intelligent?